Hello.
Hi, my name is Stephan Komandarev. I'm the director of the film Directions for Sochi that is here in Un Certain Regard in Cannes.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much, Stephan, for a great film. It's actually one of my favorite films of the festival, and I'm not exaggerating, to be honest. I've seen most of the competition films, and I think your film should have been in competition. And it's not the fact that I'm Bulgarian, although I did not grow up in Bulgaria, but I think the main thing that you're trying to, like the main message in the film, is that people in Bulgaria are like really seeing what the problems or the issues are, and they're trying to deal with them. But sometimes for them it's easier to go around them and avoid them rather than going straight through. Do you think that this was the main idea when you started, when you had the sort of the idea to make the film? Did you start with that in mind?
I start with the idea to make a film that is trying to change something. And the first step in order to change something is to have a realistic picture of the reality. And this is not the picture that you can see on the mainstream media. So my hope is, because of my two kids, because of my life in this country, to try to change the thing in some optimistic direction. And that's why I did this film.
And do you actually think when somebody watches the film, are they going, is there a risk, you think, that they're going to interpret it as in, this is Bulgaria, this is how we should be seeing Bulgaria, or they might actually get a bit shocked and be like, okay, we need to find out more, we need to actually see a different side of it?
I don't think that this is only Bulgaria.
No.
For me, this is Europe. What is happening in Europe? And really, all the reactions that we receive until now is that, yes, these 6 stories, they are in Sofia, but they are understandable and they are absolutely adequate to every European country. So let's think in the way of all the Europe, what is happening now.
Look at the bigger picture, of course.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you about the development of the characters. I like very much, because although it's short stories of different people we see, they kind of intersect and they come together in a weird way. So how did you engage with your characters in a way, preparing them for what they wanted, for what you wanted to get out of them?
Of course, this was a very long process. We did something like 11 drafts of the script, and after this starts the real work, and the real work was with this guy there, the actors, because we spent months of rehearsals, months of discussing every character in order to be more realistic, more authentic. Because the key word for this film is reality. And we did I hope I did a good job in this direction.
And most of you obviously have the taxi drivers in the film, and we see them mostly driving through Sofia at nighttime. So why did you choose nighttime instead of daytime? Like I thought that this for me was a very interesting factor in the film, that we see mostly the nightlife.
In the location scouting for this film, as a driver, I did something like 12,000 kilometers in Sofia, and it was really a discovery for me to see what is Sofia by night. And this is not the Sofia that you can see on the television, but this is absolutely real Sofia, with all these gambling places, with all the reality that you can see on the streets. So we took the decision really to say this story from the point of view of the taxi driver, because they observe the reality from the front seat of their taxi cabs. And this is the real reality. In Bulgaria at the moment, the taxi cabs, they are playing a role like an alternative social system. This means that everyone who is losing his job or he is not good paid, like the teachers, like the person from the Bulgarian, the Academy of Science from the university, they are driving taxi cabs in night. I met nuclear physicists, I met musicians, I met priests driving a taxi cab in the night. So this
It's also
was
one of your characters.
yeah, and this was real.
Yeah, just because they are trying to find a way to
Of course.
sort of make a better living, and this seems to be the only avenue. One last thing, I wanted to ask about your inspiration, if any, outside of your experience and of your research, in terms of either films or other directors or something else. Do you have anything like that? I won't hide that your film reminded me a lot of Jafar Panay's Taxi, because it has a very similar line.
But for me, it's very important the films of the Dan brothers, and also a lot the films of Ken Loach, because I think this is my direction.
Yeah, and social realism seems to be obviously something very important, like a new wave of it, of course.